Good morning! I just finished my workout for today. I've been doing a lot more cardio recently, which is a bit new for me because I've never really been that much into cardio. Or rather, I haven't really found anything that I can do and that I enjoy. I have bad knees, so I can't really go running, but cycling has never been a problem. And I've recently discovered spinning classes on YouTube, which I've been really enjoying. I typically do 2 to 3 sessions a week, and I find that they're a really good way for me to get my heart rate up while still being very friendly on my joints. Maybe a little tip for you if you're also not that much into running, or if you also have bad knees and you can go running, I can really recommend spinning classes because they're so much fun. They always leave me in such a good mood. If you have access to a bike, either in the gym or if you happen to have one at home, I was lucky enough that my boyfriend already had this bike that I can use. All right, now let's eat breakfast because I'm starving. Usually for every breakfast, but especially after I work out, I want to make sure to eat protein. Today I'm making a simple yogurt granola bowl. Plain yogurt is a very good source of protein, and I love to add fresh fruit, some coconut chips, chopped nuts, and sprinkle a bit of granola on top. Fresh and absolutely delicious. Hello and welcome back. I showered and got dressed, and now it's time for another little spring project that I want to tackle today. It's actually supposed to get up to 20 degrees Celsius this weekend, and my wardrobe is not ready for that. Our closet is actually not that big, so I only keep clothes in here that are fit for a season. Right now I have all my winter stuff in here, and all my spring and summer clothes are downstairs in the basement. So my plan right now is to get all of the clothes that I have downstairs, I think it's 2 big bags of clothing. I'll get them upstairs, sort through them, and exchange my winter for a spring wardrobe. Over here you see that I've already sorted out a bunch of heavy knit sweaters that I'm pretty sure I won't need anymore until next winter, so I'm gonna put those into storage and exchange them for some t-shirts and maybe even a couple of dresses. Here I have the finished pile of clothes that I want to bring up for spring and summer. But I think before I put these clothes into the closet, I will first give them a wash because they have been in the basement for quite a while. And even though they don't smell too bad, I still think it would be nice to first wash them before I store them away. So I will do that now. Let's eat lunch. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I've been wanting to make this particular dish for almost a week. It's one of my absolute favorites. We're making udon noodles with pak choi and tofu. I start out by preparing the tofu. Ideally, I would have already prepared the tofu and let it marinate for a couple hours in the fridge, but honestly, I always forget to do that. So we're preparing the tofu now. I start by pressing out as much of the liquid as I can. Eventually, I'm gonna get an actual tofu press, but right now we make do with some paper towels. Once the tofu is dry enough, I cut it into cubes, place them in a sealable container, and pour about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce over them. Then I give the container a good shake and set it aside. Next, I cut up the pak choi into stripes. Then I fill a pot of water and put it on the stove to boil, and while the water is boiling, I fry the tofu. I just add a splash of neutral oil, add in the tofu chunks and shove them around like so, occasionally flipping them so they get golden brown on all sides. By now the water is boiling, so I pour in some salt and add the udon noodles to cook for 5 minutes. Once the noodles are done, I drain them and rinse them with cold water so they stop cooking and just let them sit there in the sink until the other ingredients are ready. Now we prepare the sauce. First I add a teaspoon of cornstarch to a small bowl, add 3 tablespoons of water and give it a good whisk to dissolve any lumps. Then I add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of, whoops, that was a bit much, vegetarian oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar and give that a good whisk as well. Once the tofu is golden brown on all sides, I remove it from the pan, add the pak choi and fry that for 2 minutes. Then I put both the tofu and the noodles back into the pan, pour over the sauce and mix it all together for a few minutes until the sauce has thickened. Voila, lunch is served! I spent the afternoon doing laundry and I went on a little walk and had a read in the park, which was very nice. It was so warm today and now it's time for dinner. It's 7:15 already, which is a little bit later than I would usually have dinner, but I'm actually not very hungry. I had quite a big portion for lunch, so I'm just gonna make myself a tomato mozzarella sandwich and then I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the evening watching TV.